You will love that power and you'll love the convenience. But now, when we're thinking about holiday gift giving, you cannot put a price on the gift of health. You can't put a price on the gift of clean air. And we have something that actually sold out in the only presentation where it was ever aired here at HSN, just in time for the holidays. We have about 900 of honestly something that stop whatever you're doing right now, whether it's wrapping presents or decorating the tree or cooking, and listen to what we're gonna tell you, because we can tell you things about this air purifier called Therapure that we can't say about any other air purifier. Leah Little is back with us. Leah, so good to see you, sweetheart.
Oh my goodness, Connie and I have so much fun. Not only here, but out and about. And this one is so important to talk about, because if you're having friends and family coming to visit this holiday season, you want to have that clean air and you want to have it year-round. So let's just jump right in and put it right to the test, right? So here we go. We are going to pour some smoke into this smoke chamber and just show you just how crazy it can be when that air gets so dirty in your home. Because you know what? What you don't see can hurt you. You're seeing the smoke, and we're going to show you how powerful this is right down to that micron level. But I got to tell you, the moment you turn it on, are you ready? We're going to dim the lights in the studio. Watch what happens. We turn it on and look at that power go.
Oh my gosh.
Now, you know what's going to happen? This is going to clean that air in your home, not once, not twice, but 3 times. 3 times. And guess what? It's going to do that every 15 minutes. It's going to cycle through all of the air in your home. And you know what it's doing? It's not just cleaning it, it is scrubbing it right down to that micron level. So what you have are 3 different levels of speed. What you also have is a huge VOC conductor. And then on top of that, you are going to have that light that is germicidal hospital grade technology on the inside. This is the one I use at home, and the value is the best we have ever done. You shop around, you can find it at $199. At $139, it's crazy. Now, I'd love to bring the lights up in the studio again, because I just want you to see. Did you notice that it was completely full of smoke? You couldn't even see into it, right? And now you can literally see right through that chamber. Now, that was in just a matter of seconds.
Absolutely.
Right? So if you now want to be able to have that clean, fresh air, look at that. Seeing is believing, right?
Well, and think about it. If it's gonna get something as small as a smoke particle or particle of smoke, imagine what it's gonna do to those bigger particles that are in your home. Maybe the pollens. Exactly.
Here's the micron chart. So to give you an idea of just how small those little smoke particles are, Connie, so what looks like a tire on the left-hand side of your screen is actually a human hair. So just get that perspective, right? That's how big it is in this example, but it's gonna easily take care of that. Pollen, not a problem. If you still have pollen in your area, good for you, because it's cold across the country. And think about dust and dust mite particles. They're floating all around the house. We know that. We see that on our furniture and on our blinds, right? And then we get right down to pet dander, and then look at that teeny little tiny smoke particle over there on the right-hand side. That is 0.1 microns, and that's how powerful this is. So if you want to give the gift of health, you want to give the gift of literally clean air. You know, we breathe about 20,000 breaths every single day, and to be able to have that clean, fresh air in your home, I think is absolutely invaluable. And you know what? You just talked about how powerful it is, right? Let's show you the animation, and I want to speak to you also about where you put it in your home. You can put it in the kitchen. I just put it in the closet.
Oh, wow.
Put it in the baby's room if you have one of those diaper pails. So think about it. Here's the 5 levels of filtration. You're gonna have a pre-filter that's gonna take out everything that you see, a permanent germicidal filter that removes 99.9% of the dust and the pollen particles. Then you have the UV light that reduces those pathogens, and the photocatalytic oxidation filter that literally helps get rid of the bacteria. And then the oxygenating catalyst on the inside of here is gonna literally improve the ozone. So when you think about how powerful this is, you are getting something that literally you could have in your home, scrubbing that air, and it's so easy. Now watch what happens. You turn it on, you choose your speed, 1, 2, there's the third speed. Now what I love is that you can choose also the timer. 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. You choose how long you want it to run. You want to use that hospital grade technology, 1 touch to that UV light, and you are all set to go.
Okay, now usually that ups the price exponentially, the fact that has that on there.
Especially because this runs the entire expanse. The UV light, usually it's about the size of your pinky, right? Like this big. This runs the entire expanse of the inside of the unit. So what you have here is not only the UV light, but you have a huge dramatic impact with that UV light as well. Not only that, if you have this in your bedroom and you are sensitive to the light, put it in the night mode, It's still doing everything I just showed you. It's doing it though without the lights. So what's great about that is that, and you saw when I turn it right back on, it goes right back into those settings. So now if you are sensitive in the evening time, you want to run it in your bedroom, you don't have to worry about that because the lights can go out completely. This is the brand new model from Therapure. It has been hugely popular.
Well, and I got to tell everybody too, free shipping today. We didn't do that in November when we sold out, but today we have the free shipping. So if you're interested in this one, this is the time to do it. When you look at the flex pay of this of $27.99, and we are coming into that season where we are indoors more than any other time of the year. So you think about all the things that are lurking around in your house. You would be the best housekeeper in the world. You're still going to have the dust. You're still going to have all of those inside particulates that are floating around. And then on top of that, to get the light, because again, you think about what other season this is. This is the season where normally we all get sick. And I'm not saying that this is going to cure anything, but the point is, if you're taking away the things that often cause us problems, then it's so much better for you. And they just told me we're supposed to have 15 minutes on this. I can't even promise you that it's going to last 15 minutes. One of my favorite things about this is not only are you getting the multiple steps of the filtration, which again, most units don't do that, but also you are getting a filter that you never replace.
Exactly. That's a big deal because you can replace that filter $50 literally every time you replace it every other month. Well, guess what? This is a permanent filter, and I'm going to show you exactly how you do it. You just vacuum it out. It's really that simple. But let's talk first of all about how effective it is, right? So what I've done here is I have a lot of allergens, particulates, particles, right? So what we're going to do is we're just going to send it into the air, and we'll
I'm going to stand back. I'm allergic to everything
you
under
don't
the
have
sun.
to worry about it. You're going to love this because what's going to happen, watch this, what goes in. So what we've done is we put this black board across the background so that you can see, here's where the air is coming out on the side. And I want you to see what goes in does not come out. So watch this. Are you ready? What goes in does not go out. Are you watching this?
Oh my gosh.
Right? What goes in does not go out. So it's literally blocked. Is that crazy?
That is amazing.
And Connie trusted so much, you walked right over there and stuck your nose in it.
And we've never done this with any other air purifier that we've shown.
Because this is the power of Therapure. This is the power of their brand new model. I've been offering Therapure here now for almost 3 years, and I can tell you, I've seen a lot of units. I have never seen one as powerful and as effective. So what goes in does not come out. Now, I don't think that you have this kind of allergen, you know, in your home that much coming at you all the time. But even if you did, you saw it go right into the unit and not come out the other side. Now, talk about that permanent filter. What's great about that permanent filter is now all you have to do is vacuum. So what I want to show you here is I'm going to show the inside of the bin and how much dirt and allergens this is going to pick up for you. So we'll turn on the vacuum.
Okay.
And are you ready? Here we go. Let's just show you. All you do is vacuum it out. Look what happened. All of that dust, all of that dust, all of those allergens, all of those particulates, right? Coming right out of the unit. And now you don't have to worry. All you do, run that vacuum cleaner over it. So I ask you, do you want to be having this in your air?
No. Do you want to have this in your lungs?
Right?
I mean, think of that.
If you don't have an air purification system in your home, that's exactly what happens. Your lungs become the filter. Your sinuses become the filter. So seeing is believing, and this is the most powerful because now you're going to have 3 different stages, 3 different levels of power, 5 stages of filtration, and that permanent filter that you only have to vacuum out, and that's it.
And tell us again about the steps of filtration.
Yeah, let's talk about it because now you have 5 levels of filtration. What that's going to mean is the pre-filter is going to grab what you do see. So what you do see, the dust, the pollen, the allergens, not a problem. The UV light then, the permanent filter then takes out 99% of all of the germicidal allergens that are in the air. 99% of the dust and the pollen and the particles. Then you have the UV light. So the UV light is going to reduce the pathogens. The photocatalytic oxidation is going to help block the bacteria, and the catalyst is going to help reduce the ozone levels. So right down to that micron level, which is why we're showing you that chart, because when you look at those dust particles, what they say what you can't see, where you don't know can't hurt you. Well, what you can't see can hurt you. And they're floating around in the air. As a matter of fact, when you think about that dust, and that dirt.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what's floating around in your air. I mean, you see it. You're probably cleaning up for the holidays, right? I've been doing some house cleaning myself because I'm having friends and family over. I mean, think about it. What's floating around in that air? What's landing on those little shades when you puff the pillows together and fluff things on the sofa, right? If you don't have a filtration system, that goes through your sinuses. That goes through your lungs. So that's why Therapure is going to deliver the answer for you. That's why you're going to love having this in your home. And I have to tell you, I've had a lot of Therapure units in my home. This is the most powerful we've ever offered.
Well, I gotta say too, the fact that you never have to replace that filter. I mean, think of the money you're saving. Because if you have air purifiers at home right now, what are you spending a year just in filters? You will never replace this filter. And again, you're getting that multi-process filtration system. So it's not just like it's filtering it once. It is scrubbing the air in that room, and it's going through those multiple processes to give you the cleanest air possible. And when we're inside, like we are inside this time of year, more than we are any other time of the year, we really want that air to be as clean as it can possibly be. They're telling us this should sell out in this presentation, sold out back in November. We've actually got a better price now, and we're doing free shipping, which is saving you another $13, and it's on FlexPay for under $30.
Unheard of.
Yeah, if you have grandchildren, you know, and again, you want them to be the healthiest that they can be, and you feel like their mom's always telling you she's got to, you know, run to the doctor with them or whatever. We're not saying this is curing anything, but what we're saying is it's good for any of us to breathe the cleanest air that we can breathe.
Well, you know, with Buzzy, and I know with Victoria, it's crazy. When they started going to school, it was like, I don't ever remember her getting sick before she went to school. And then she suddenly went off to kindergarten, and she's bringing all this stuff home, right? This can literally be that tool in your home. Because listen, your children are going to be breathing. You're going to be breathing 20,000 breaths a day. How about making them healthier breaths? How about making every breath you breathe better air in your lungs? Because the room that you're sitting in right now, we've been talking about this for, what, about 10 minutes? The room that you're sitting in right now could have had a complete filtration. The room that you're sitting in, every 15 minutes, all of that air is not just going to be run through this unit, but it's going to be scrubbed through this unit. It's going to be purified with that UV lighting that is hospital-grade technology. You know when you walk into the hospital and you go through that like, screening area, and when you go into those very severe areas, this is the exact same technology. And instead of being just this teeny little tiny
which most of them are.
They are. This is the longest and largest and most powerful. So it's
covering more air, more surface.
And that's so important because now it's going to clean and scrub that air and then also address those germicidal particles for you as well. Let's go back over to that smoke chamber.
Let's do it.
Because I want you to see just how effective this is. So as seeing is believing, right? So as we pour some smoke into this smoke chamber, we'll just dim the lights into the studio, but I want you to see, look how much smoke is in here.
Oh my gosh.
We're not kidding around, right? We're like, we play for real, right?
Oh, by the way, we only have, with everybody on board, probably about 500 of these left.
So now I'm going to turn on the power. Now let's crank this baby up 1, 2, all the way to the 3rd level of filtration. And look what happens as it's grabbing the air and scrubbing the air. You can already start to see it reveal itself here. What's so exciting about that is that, again, it's not just moving the air around. What it's actually doing is it's scrubbing that air. It's purifying that air. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 5 full levels of filtration coming your way. And the more powerful you want to use it, you choose. I just cranked it up all the way to the 3rd level of power so that now you can see just how powerful this is in your home. And yet it's still whisper quiet. Even if you have it on the highest level, the level 3, you're still going to be able to sleep at night. This is going to be something that is powerful but almost silent in the background. And you have to realize you have here the longest amount of filtration as far as the size of the filter that you never have to replace again. So as we bring up those lights in the studio, remember how you couldn't see through this just a few seconds ago? Watch this. You can literally see right through here. And that's what's so crazy about it, because it really is that powerful. And seeing is believing.
Well, and again, if it can clean something as small as a smoke particle, imagine what it's going to do to those bigger things that we can see very, very easily, because a smoke particle is tiny. So the pollen and everything else, it's going to get that out so quickly and so easily. So you're going to be able to breathe the cleanest air possible. And remember, folks, we have the final few of these. This sold out. The only other time that it's been on the air, it's free shipping today. We've lowered the price $30. It's under $30 to get it home. And you couldn't give someone a better gift than the gift of clean air.
It's true, because we breathe, right? I mean, you think about things that you do that are good for yourself. You have to be consciously aware of what you're eating. You have to plan it out. You have to go to the gym. You have to spend your time. You have to, you know, sweat a little, put some energy in the game.
This is easy.
But, you know, this is easy. You touch a button. And you know what's great about this is the buttons that you touch, because now, instead of just one level, you have a really simple on and off. What I love about this is now you start on the first speed, but then you can crank it up to the second. And I would run this, by the way, the first time you get it into your home, I would run this for the first 24 hours on the highest level. And then turn on that UV light. Now you have that hospital grade technology going to work for you. And then look at this. The timer is so cool. If you're leaving your house, but you want to scrub that air, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, you can set this up to 24 hours on that timer and determine what you want to use it, how long you want to use it. And if you are somebody that is that light sleeper, well, guess what? You now can put in the night mode and everything goes dark. So now you don't have to have that illumination in your room. I kind of like it as sort of a night light in my bedroom, but if you don't want to have that light on, you just hit that night light and it literally goes into the night mode. It's like literally a dark mode for you. And you never have to replace that filter. Think about this. There are people that are spending $50, $60 replacing filters. And look at the size of that filter. What's great about this is that you now have not only the most power, but you also have the most expansive size. So instead of plunking down $50 every so often to have to replace it, you vacuum it out and it becomes as powerful all over again.
Show, because I've presented a lot of air purifiers on the air here at HSN in my almost 20 years here. I've never seen us do what we did with this one though, because even the best air purifiers, sometimes things go in and a little bit comes out the side.
Right.
But with this one, it doesn't happen. It really doesn't. And again, think about the gift giving season. If you're giving this to your family, you cannot put a price on giving them clean air, because it's really the gift of health.
It's true. And you know what? We played around. We did all kinds of little tests with this, and this was so effective. I thought, we have got to show you. So I just put these little ribbons here so you can see the air movement. What goes in does not come out. Are you ready for it? Here we go. What goes in does not go out, right? When you think about literally a plume of dust and allergens.
It's all of those pollens and dust and allergens and whatever it happens to be.
Exactly, and if it can handle this effectiveness, if it can handle literally shooting it right into this amount of dirt and allergens in your air, imagine what it's gonna do for just the baby stuff that is around your house. What goes in does not go out. What goes in does not go out. What's amazing about this is that if it can capture that level now in your own home, you're gonna have peace of mind. You're gonna be able to sleep better at night. I find personally, you're gonna be able to move it from room to room as well with a handy handle on top. So if you have animals, I love my sweet little dog Bunny, but she is one stinky little Shih Tzu, I have to say. And it is so nice to be able to put this right down by her food or by her little bed and let it clean the air. If you wanna put this in a closet or for friends visiting for the holidays, put this in the guest room and then clean that air so that you have that healthy environment for them.
Okay, we have about 300 remaining with everybody on board. So again, I gotta say this to you, with the free shipping today, $27.99 on your charge card is all you're gonna pay to give someone the gift of clean air. So that translates into the gift of health. So again, we all need to be, we drink clean water. We try to eat clean food. So again, now you're gonna be breathing clean air. Imagine how good that's gonna be for you, especially this time of the year when you're all closed up and you're not getting out as much as you usually do. You gotta have that clean air. So this should sell out in the next couple of minutes. We're gonna show you again exactly how this is gonna work for you.
And we'll test it out.
There's a difference. Don't think all air purifiers are the same.
Exactly, because a lot of them just pull air in. Think of the dust and the dirt and the allergens that are floating around in your home. Now, you don't have to be breathing that. Your sinuses don't have to become the filter. Listen, what you don't know can hurt you, and what you can't see, guess what, can hurt you. Let's show you, because seeing is believing. So with the smoke chamber, I'm gonna pour that smoke right in here, and I want you to just see how effective this is. Because it gets right down to that micron level. And a micron is something that literally is a particle of